strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back to Edmond Memorial High School. Looks like they have the field just about finished, and the Mustangs are set to take the field. I think Fort Cobb will be the home team today. We'll go over the starting lineups for the Buffalo Valley Buffaloes. Leading off and playing center field will be Brendan Champlin. Batting second and playing third base will be Stephen Morris. Batting third will be the pitcher, Jace Hunter. As we mentioned, he has 96 strikeouts off the pitcher's mound so far this season. Batting fourth, playing shortstop, Zane Collins. Batting fifth and playing catcher is Hunter McPherson. Batting sixth and playing second base, Hazen Sparks. Batting seventh and playing center field is Zane Hayes. Batting eighth is the DH, Talon LeMay. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Donnie Locke. For the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs, their lineup looks like this. Leading off and playing shortstop, Jackson Willits, number 7. Batting second, playing second base, his brother, number 2, Eli Willits. Batting third and catching, number 5, Blake Nunn. Batting fourth for the Mustangs and playing first base, Caden Baker. Batting fifth, the pitcher, Blaine Bellamy. Batting sixth and playing center field, Brody Devon. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 11, Blaine Davis. Batting eighth and playing left field, Braden Davis. And batting ninth, the DH, Tanner McAdoo. The third base, or the shortstop, third baseman for the Mustangs, Cray Rogers. As the Mustangs take the field, Jared, and they'll have a few warm-up pitches, and happy to announce that we're going to have a ball game here pretty quick.
Finally, we're going to get underway.
45 minutes late. But,
better late than never.
Actually, they are going to take a little infield here, it appears. We were kind of led to believe that
they may just do outfield.
Yeah,
they may not.
It'd probably be an abbreviated version, I think. But nevertheless, Mustangs on the field to take a little infield.
Probably for the best. They've been sitting around for quite a while.
Yes, you're right about that. I know they, when we arrived this afternoon about, it was between 5 and 5:30, the Mustangs were headed to the batting cage down in the left field. They have a big hitting barn out in left field, past the left field fence, and the Mustangs kind of worked up a sweat down there hitting in the cage. And so you're right, they've sat around here now for a good hour, after they took some batting practice.
There, yeah.
So once again, to tell you why we're kind of behind schedule here, the previous game went into extra innings. They played 9 innings, and Calumet came out on top over Boswell 5-4. So the Mustangs are successful in winning this game tonight. That's who they'll play tomorrow at 1:30. That would be Calumet. On the other side of the bracket, number 1 team, Rolfe, defeated Kiowa 5-0. And Moss defeated Tupelo 3-0 in their contest. As I mentioned, Blaine Bellamy will be on the mound for the Mustangs today. You have any pitching stats for us today, Jared? Or
I can get them pulled up here.
We spoke about that on the drive up here, and I've caught you off guard here. But Blaine has we'll get his record pulled up here in a moment and kind of give you some stats on him. got a good view here from Edmond Memorial. We get to sit in the press box and got a nice little breeze blowing through the window and pretty enjoyable night.
Lane's got 36.2 innings pitched, 6 wins, no losses with a save. Pretty good stats here. ERA's not too great, but it's not. I mean, it is actually pretty good. .955. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
You can't hardly beat that.
I read that wrong. I thought I wrote my decimal in the wrong location.
Yeah, you'd be in Hall of Fame, I promise you.
That's pretty good.
That kind of ERA, yeah.
We'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we're looking forward to seeing him get up there.
And he's 7-0 on the year. That's
6-0 with a save.
6-0 with a save. Fantastic. Excited to see him pitch today.
Got 31 strikeouts, 11 walks.
Well, he's got good control. The Mustangs played a tough schedule, as they always do. Coach Bellamy always schedules tough opponents. They have 4 losses this year. I'll run down those for you. Their 4 losses these were Class A schools. Matter of fact, 2 of these schools are higher than Class A, but in fall baseball, they're bigger class schools, but they play in Class A because they don't play football. And that would be number 14, Latta. They lost to Latta 8-4. No, I take that back. We beat Latta 8-4. The other game that we lost to Latta in I can't find it here. It was a close ball game. Well, it wasn't too close. 6-0. They lost to Latta. They also lost to number 8, Dale. They lost to number 4, Canute. And they lost to number 1 in Class B, Rolfe. So most of their schedule were upper class teams, and so they come out with a 27-4 record. So it's always a thing. The Mustangs they do this in basketball too. They play a pretty tough schedule. They don't like to chalk up a bunch of easy wins. And so therefore during the season they playing tough competition. They get better every game. Yeah,
you want to start playing better competition. You would think that would happen toward the end of the year when you get toward the playoffs. And in this case, that hasn't been so. They've just wiped the floor with everybody in districts and regionals. And so hopefully there's no illusions or, that kind of quality of opponent is going to be here today, that they're going to really take care of business today.
Well, you would think so. They come in on a 13-game winning streak today. So as they continue their infield play, win their warm-ups, and Buffalo Valley, they're out taking some grounders out in the outfield. So going to be interesting to see what the pregame will be if Buffalo Valley will. I guess they'll probably.
I think it was his. I think it was him that was saying they would just do theirs in the outfield.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that's what I'd heard.
Okay. So we'll probably have the national anthem here coming up pretty quick. So let's go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have the first pitch. You're listening to Mustang Baseball on FCBMustangs.tv.
Proud supporters of Fort Cobb Mustangs. The name of the store is T-Birds. Come see Connie for our daily lunch specials. Good. We offer cold drinks, hot food, and a clean environment. Also, $1 Fountain Pop Wednesdays. See you soon.
Ouachita Valley Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902, proudly serving the Fort Cobb area with knowledgeable and friendly professionals that actually care about your financial well-being. Online banking, loans, certificate of deposit, safe deposit boxes, 24-hour telephone banking, and an ATM. For service you can trust, Ouachita Valley Bank, 405-643-2305. Member FDIC.
We are your premier, best in-state driving school, located in southwest Oklahoma at Fort Cobb Public School. We can provide all the services related to driving in the state of Oklahoma, such as driver's education, in-house testing capabilities, permits, and drive testings for a license. The only thing that you will be required from DPS is your eye exam. We have certified instructors that use our cars to teach your students how to be the best drivers from the beginning. Come see us today for all your driving needs.
We're bringing fiber internet to Fort Cobb. Having fast internet is a must-have, whether you're working or learning from home. That's why we are building a fiber network in your community. We have wireless internet solutions too, available at Fort Cobb Lake, Crow's Roost, Alfalfa, and more. You can count on us for a fast, reliable connection to the world.
What's that mean?
We're proud to be a local provider that's part of your community.
Is that the mute button?
Get connected to Carnegie Fiber today.
I think we're good.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Proud supporters of Fort Cobb Mustangs. The name of the store is T-Birds. Come see Connie for our daily lunch specials. Good. We offer cold drinks, hot food, and a clean environment. Also, $1 Fountain Pop Wednesdays. See you soon.
Welcome back to Edmond Memorial High School. As the coach is now meeting with the umpires around home plate, Coach Shane Fry from Buffalo Valley and Coach Dale Bellamy from Fort Cobb Broxton. I think that they have already decided who the home team and who the visiting team was a long time ago up here in the press box. But now I think Fort Cobb is the home team. I'm not positive of that, but we'll know here briefly. I think
That's
we're
right.
about ready to have a baseball game. Jared, we're 1 hour past time. So Thanks for joining us, folks. I hope the delay hasn't caused you too much trouble, but appreciate you joining us. I hope you enjoy the broadcast tonight. I think they have a plan to play the national anthem, I believe. And we will wait momentarily for that as the umpires and coaches going over the ground rules here. 3:30 down the left field line. Right field, can't see it.
Kind of hard to see right field,
Can't see that one. Power alley in left field, 380, 390. Center field, left center field, 370 and 340 on the right side. So it's not quite a symmetrical ballpark, but it's a little harder to hit a home run over the left field wall than it is the right field wall, it appears. A little farther down the left side. I kind of anticipated, I hadn't been here before, but I think one of the other Edmond schools we played at has artificial turf field, but this is a natural grass playing surface, which I'm sure these fellas like pretty well, because that's what they're used to playing on every game. And
it's looking pretty good considering how dry it's been.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sure it's been better too.
Yep. And they're making their pregame announcements, so I think we'll probably have the national anthem here momentarily. We'll see. We'll be quiet when that happens, so you can listen to it on the air as they are introducing Fort Cobb's team. And now Buffalo Valley. Located in Tallahena, Oklahoma, over east of McAllister. And as Jared mentioned earlier, that both their softball and baseball teams made the state tournament for the first time ever.
Be nice to see how the softball play today, so I probably ought to look up and see if they won.
See what their score was. And now I think they're going to introduce the players, I believe, from each squad. And that's what they're going to do. Is we've done that already. Brendan Champlin will be leading off for Buffalo Valley. Stephen Morris batting second, playing third base. And on the mound tonight for Buffalo Valley, number 1, Jace Hunter will bat third. And batting fourth is the shortstop, Zane Collins, number 16. Big, strong-looking kid. Hunter McPherson, the catcher, number 7. And the second baseman, Hazen Sparks, number 2. Zane Hayes, the left fielder, number 5. And the designated hitter batting 8th, Talon LeMay, number 9. And batting 9th, the right fielder, Donnie Locke, number 25. And the first baseman, number 3, Clay Triani. Anxious to see how the Mustangs hit the ball tonight, Jared. They've got some outstanding hitters in the lineup. Leading off for the Mustangs, Jackson Willits is signed to play with the University of Oklahoma next season, and one of the top prospects in the nation, batting .645 for the Mustangs this year. So he's had an outstanding season at the plate, and bat switch hitter. He'll be batting left-handed probably most of the night. And now the home team, the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs, and their lineup. Coach Dale Bellamy, along with assistants Harold Davis and Jacob Denton. Batting first and playing shortstop, number 7, Jackson Willits. Batting second and playing second base, number 2, Eli Willits, Jackson's little brother. He's a freshman. Jackson, a senior. Batting third and catching will be number 5, Blake Nunn. Outstanding ball player, both basketball and baseball for the Mustangs. And batting fourth and playing first base, number 15, Caden Baker. Got a couple of home runs on the season. And on the mound today for the Mustangs, number 9, Blaine Bellamy. Batting sixth and playing center field, Brody Devon. And the right fielder, number 11, Blaine Davis. And the left fielder, number 1, Braden Davis. And batting ninth will be the designated hitter, Tanner McAdoo, who's got a lot of speed. It's like a double leadoff when he bats ninth like that. And the third baseman won't be hitting today is Cray Rogers, number 6. And the reserves, get those for you here. Isaac Sontacoy. Number 14 is Mason Luke. Number 4 is Maddox Hill. Number 17 is Lane Coombs. Number 22 is Riker Hill. Number 24 is Kagan Dudgeon. Number 12 is Leighton Hill. Number 23, don't have him. Number 8 is Anthony Harrison. Number 21 is Jesse York. And that's your Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs. Number 25, let's see, I don't have him. Number 20 is Brody Smith.
Championship umpires are at home plate Kevin Hawk, at first base Larry Foster, and at third base Kyle Torrance.
And now we're going to pause for the national anthem, so hope you'll stay tuned and listen to the national anthem.
Honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Tell you, it's kind of hard to find the flag because there's absolutely no breeze whatsoever. The flag is hanging straight down out there in left field. And the announcer says, let's play ball, Jared, so let's get with it.
Let's do it.
We're excited about it. First round of the state tournament. And the Mustangs, let's see, are going to be taking the field. Got a full moon almost shining right over the field.
Yeah, and you can see the football stadium there in the distance on the horizon. Quite a sight.
I tell you, Edmond's a nice-looking town.
It really is.
I'm not real familiar with Edmond. I don't come up here very often, and just driving down the streets here, it's a pretty affluent place. Seems like as the Mustangs take the field to a nice ovation as they all sprint to their position. And Blaine Bellamy on the heel for the Mustangs, the right-hander, number 9. If I'm not mistaken, that's the same number his father, Brad, wore back when he was playing for the Mustangs back in the day. I'm sure he'd like to get off to a good start. What'd you say on his ball strike? He's six wins and with a save, and
let me see if I can get that.
Doesn't walk very many, does he?
No, he doesn't. You see, he's good throwing strikes, and that's what we're going to need. That's kind of the name of the game right now. Again, we don't want to get in a situation like last game where they had to go into extra innings. We want to throw strikes, get outs, and get out of here quickly as possible. Let's see.
There's a throw to second, and we're about set to go. Leading off for Buffalo Valley, the center fielder, Brendan Chaplin. Number 6, and here we're set to go. Willett's brothers up the middle, Jackson at shortstop, Eli second, Rogers at third, and Baker at first. That first pitch strike on the outside corner by Bellamy brings in there 0-1. Caden Baker at first, and Devon behind the plate, or none behind the plate, I should say. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I like Bellamy because he works quickly. They throw the ball, and he's ready.
He's ready to go.
He's ready to come to the plate with it. 2 strike counts, a little high, ball 1. And once again, he's working quickly. Curveball, and it's slapped to shortstop. Willits with a backhand, long throw to first. He got him. Nice play by Jackson Willits.
That's not an easy play to make.
No, it wasn't hit all that sharply, and he had to range. He was kind of playing favored up the middle, and had to go in the hole to backhand it. Made a nice strong throw to Baker at first, right on the money, and there's.
Should say he was a lefty too, so he was already a step or two toward first base, so that was an excellent play.
6-3 on the putout. First pitch, right down the middle. A
Nice.
good pitch. Stephen Morris at the plate, the third baseman. And he's down 0-1. And that ball's a little bit low, they say. 1-1 to count. Tell you what, it makes a pitcher when you got an infield like this that can really play strong up the middle and on the corners. You're more apt to throw a lot of strikes. You know what? You don't do a lot of nibbling. You know what? You come right at them. Just a touch outside on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little outside, 3-1. He's got some pretty good pop on that fastball. Looks like, Jared, it pops in there pretty good.
I think he's a little fired up today.
Inside corner for a strike, 3-2 now. And he's got a good curveball. You reckon we'll see that curveball right here with a 3-2 count?
I hadn't hit a fastball hard yet. I'd keep going. There we go.
Hey, swing and a miss. Strikeout. Stephen Morris. 2 up, 2 down. Jace Hunter, the pitcher, coming to the plate. As Bellamy has looked good on the mound so far. Hunter's pretty long, langly, old boy. Curveball, outside corner for a strike.
It's pretty generous on that outside corner, Don.
You know that in the previous game they had a pretty generous strike. It's not the same plate umpire, but they had a pretty good generous strike zone in that first game, which I kind of like that. You know, I don't like to see a lot of walks, so got to go up there ready to hit the ball. Ball and a strike. And there's a nice fastball on the inside. I tell you, that's the thing about so far what I've seen of him, he changes speeds really well. You know, that's he doesn't have an overpowering fastball, but compared to that curveball and that changeup, it looks pretty quick. Ball and 2 strikes. Kicks and delivers. There's that hook strike. Swing and a miss. Beautiful start to the game for the Mustangs as Blaine Bellamy strikes out 2 of the first 3 hitters for Buffalo Valley. So after half inning of play, no runs, no hits, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the first. Mustangs coming to bat. We'll take a minute timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the Mustangs up to bat.
Ouachita Valley Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902. Proudly serving the Fort Cobb area with knowledgeable and friendly professionals that actually care about your financial well-being.
But he had 5.
Online banking, loans, certificate of deposit, safe deposit boxes, 24-hour telephone banking, and an ATM. For service you can trust. Ouachita Valley Bank.
That's what you want.
405-643-2305. Member FDIC.
Yeah, we can come back anytime that deal goes off.
We are your premier best in state driving school, located in Southwest.
As we're set to start the bottom of the first inning, great first half inning by Blaine Bellamy. First one was retired to Willits, and then he struck out the next 2. Leading off for the Mustangs will be Jackson Willits, shortstop. He's batting .645 on the season with 8 home runs. And he will bat from the left side of the plate today, facing the right-handed pitcher, Jace Hunter, who has 96 strikeouts on the season. The coach told me before the game he's got a pretty live arm, it looks like, in his warm-up pitches. He looks to be about 6'1" or 2, and brings it up there pretty quick. And he's taking the final throws for his warm-up period.
He's definitely got some velocity.
Yeah, he does. A little while, though, in his warm-up session. We'll see how when he faces a batter. I'm sure he's got some butterflies churning. This is the first state tournament appearance for this Buffalo Valley team since 2003, so it's kind of a new experience for these young men. And Jackson Willett strides to the plate. A senior for the Mustangs. And he's set to go. Hunter gets a sign, wheels and deals. Looks like a slider, a little bit low, ball 1. Jackson's got a good eye at the plate. He doesn't swing at a lot of bad pitches, that's for sure. Very disciplined. That time, it was a different motion that time, it looked like, by Hunter. Looked like he was trying to get a little giddy up on that one, and it's a little low for ball 2, but he's kind of tipping off. If he does that every time, he might tip off the pitches. But ball 3. 3-0, low and inside. Jackson's on-base percentage is .725, so 3 out of 4 times he comes to the plate, he gets on base. And there's a strike down the middle. And Jackson taking all the way. Got a pitcher or hitter's count right here. 3 balls and a strike. I'm sure he's looking for a specific zone, a specific type pitch before he wails at it. This pitcher, Hunter's got quite a herky-jerky motion. Might be a little hard to pick up, especially at nighttime. And that ball's low in the dirt. And ball 4, Jackson. Will walk to first, and his brother Eli comes up. Eli also bats left-handed. Eli batting .554 on the season with 3 home runs. Jackson's got good speed over there at first. We'll see. They throw over there to check him back. See if anybody tries to test out the catcher right off the bat. Jackson's got, and there's a quick throw down to first, but not in time as Jackson gets back. I think they're a little leery about him trying to steal. I've got some stolen bases percentages here, I think, somewhere.
I can get them pulled up.
Not sure they're on this page. Ball and a strike, and once again they throw to first. They are very conscious of Jackson's running ability. I think you told me he had like 30.
He's second only behind Eli.
37 or 38 stolen bases on the season, I think. Eli leads the team with 43, I believe. There's a Fly ball left field. Left fielder camping under it.
Dropped it. He dropped
the ball, and Willett safely into second. The ball goes over the second baseman's head, and that'll be an E7. And the Mustangs have runners at first and second with nobody out. Looked like he was camped under that. It's a little hard to see from this angle, but
I thought when he went off the bat, it was in trouble. It kind of got up above the lights, was curving. It was not an easy standard catch. It was pretty.
These lights aren't the tallest. They're not near as tall as what we have before Cobb, and you're right, when it gets above them, it's kind of hard to see. Blake Nunn at the plate. Runners at first and second. There's a curveball high. Nunn on the year batting .486 with 7 home runs, so he's got some pop in his bat. See what Blake can do with a good pitch here. Here's one a little high, ball 2. Willett's brothers at first and second. Nunn with a 2-0 count here. Perfect hitter's count right here. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Gonna make him throw strikes.
Absolutely. After he walked the first hitter, he's been a little wild so far. And now Nunn can settle in there and look for a pitch he likes here. And there's a throw to second. They are certainly conscious of the Mustangs on the base paths so far. They've don't want the Mustangs to get in this running game that they like to get into. There's a curveball, a little high on the inside, makes it 3-1.
Jackson has 33 stolen bases on the year.
All right. It's bound to be a fastball right here. His curveball hadn't been too accurate. There it is. Curveball outside. Nunn swung at it. Nope.
He was fooled as much as you were.
Yeah, he was. I was kind of surprised at that, but it's a good pitch.
Yep.
3-2. Pretty good chance he might see that pitch again.
It's kind of the one he's been throwing for a strike.
Jackson dancing out at second base. He wheels and throws to second, but he's back easily. Be a good time for a timely hit right here. My base hit would score the run, I'm sure. And that's way inside, ball 4.
Base is loaded.
2 walks in the inning so far. Base is loaded with Caden Baker, cleanup hitter, and we're going to have a conference on the mound. Coach Fry going to gather his teammates together here. You know they got to have some nerves, Jared. You know what it's like to play in a state tournament, and especially when you haven't been there before and you're playing a pretty formidable opponent in the Mustangs. I'm sure you've got some jitters.
Yeah, it kind of can get to you. However, I think most of these guys, they're used to winning, they're used to playing, used to competing. So at some point after the first at bat, especially really after the first pitch, you kind of settle back in and go to work. What's Caden?
Caden's got some home runs here. He's Caden batting .405 with 3 home runs on the year.
Well, I'll tell you, with runners in scoring position, his batting average is better. It's .447 with runners in scoring position. So let's see if he can.
This will be a good opportune time right here for Mr. Baker. And there's a fastball down the middle for a strike. Now Baker's got some pop in his bat. There's no question about it. He's been hot lately. He's hit 2 home runs in 1 inning the other day in the district. And he goes after a high, trying to bunt it. Curveball. It's a little hard it's hard to bunt a curveball, isn't it, as a general rule? 0-2 the count now.
It depends on how good it is, Don.
That one was a little high. It might have been hard to reach. It was kind of looked like a squeeze play, and he missed it because Jackson was way up the line. Fastball inside it. A little unusual, don't you think, to bunt with bases loaded?
Well, maybe he was just trying to get him up because, everybody in the infield's up now. If he's still swinging away, he won't have to do much to get it past him.
Maybe that was the idea. There's a fastball.
He's swinging away now.
Swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout. first of the night. And at the plate now will be Blaine Bellamy, the pitcher. And Bellamy is, I can find his stats here.
387 with runners on base.
All right.
That curveball's working for him today, Don.
Good pitch right there. He seemed to be kind of settling in here all of a sudden.
Already down 1 strike, no balls.
Mustangs really need to capitalize on this. There's a sharply hit ball to third. They come home with it. The ball throws high, and it's over his head. Runner's home. And Eli will score safely, and the Mustangs score 2 on an error on the third baseman as he threw it over the catcher's head. They would have had the out.
Absolutely.
That would have got the second out, but he threw it to the backstop, and the Mustangs, Jackson and Eli, both come home to score. And the runners advance to second and third now. And pinch running, or courtesy running, out there for, let's see who was at 22, I think, that went in. Let's see, that is a little hard to see from out there. At the plate is Brody Devon, the center fielder. And he hits one into left field.
That's down.
It's a base hit.
He dropped it. He's going to score 2.
One run is in. They throw a plate up there, and there's a 2-run. 2 runs come in for the Mustangs. As Brody Devon singles to left, drives in 2, and it makes it 4-0 with only 1 out here.
It was Riker Hill who scored that last run.
Okay, Riker Hill, all right. That was Blaine Davis now at the plate. Batting left-handed, and he'll bunt it foul. The Mustangs have put some pressure on a couple of errors here already in the top of the, or bottom of the first for Buffalo Valley. That ball, Mustangs have caught some breaks here because both of those should have been outs, but
put it in play.
Yeah,
never know what'll happen.
Put it in play. That's right. Ball and a strike to Blaine Davis, the right fielder, with Devon at second. Looks like he's squaring to bunt. They fired a second to try to get Devon, but he gets back easily. And there's a good curveball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out, 4 runs across for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the first. Looking for some more here. And there's a ball in the dirt. And the throw to third, not in time. And Devon makes it safely over to third with 1 out. A lot of ways he can score now to get the runner at third with only 1 out. 2 ball, 2 strike count. See if Devon can. Infield's kind of drawn in at the corners. There's a swing and a foul ball. I think they'd sure like to cut this run off at the plate if it's hit to the corners. Not sure if it's up the middle.
I'm sitting curveball on this one, Don.
All right, we'll see if you're right. It's a high fastball outside. 3-2. Probably curveball right here, don't you think?
Well, that pitch has been working for him all night. I'm kind of shocked he didn't go back to it.
I think he was
there.
setting that up with that pitch. And it's a little inside, ball 4.
Boy, that was
close.
It was close.
Runners at the corners, 1 out now for Braden Davis, the center fielder, number 7. Or number 1, I should say. Batting .231 on the year. If Braden can get this run home here. And the old play that I've never seen work in the history of baseball. I see it on the pros all the time where they look like they're going to step towards third and try to get the guy at first sleeping, but safely back. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Coach Bellamy.
Braden Davis is batting 600 with runners in scoring position.
There you go. I think he missed a sign there. Coach Bellamy was hollered at him to look at him. He got something up his sleeve here. There's the curveball in there for a strike. Buckled his knees, it looked like.
It's not a bad curveball, Don.
Well, you know, he's just wild enough with that fastball to make that curveball make you kind of nervous about it. 0-2. And there's a fastball, swing and a miss. And that will be 2 strikeouts in the inning so far. Tanner McAdoo, the designated hitter. What's McAdoo hitting now this season?
464 with runners in scoring position.
All right. Well, that's almost half the time, isn't it?
That's right.
Got a big run down there at third we'd like to get home. McAdoo's got a lot of speed. He can beat out an infield hit, I think, if he could get the bat on the ball. They're still really conscious about the Mustangs' base running ability. They're really worried about the base runners. And there's a runner going to second, throw down to third, and Devon's back easily. Now runners at second and third. That takes the force away, so they'll have to go to first with it now. They won't have a play at any bag now for a force out. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the first, Mustangs on top 4-0, and pitches outside, ball 1. McAdoo takes a long look down there to Coach Bellamy. And there's a fastball a little high, 2 balls and a strike. How many walks has McAdoo got on the year so far? There's a strike on the inside corner. I've got him for 14, so he's got a good eye at the plate. 2-2. There's a curveball in. 3-2. And Jackson Willits on deck. I'm sure Jackson would love to come to the plate with the bases loaded.
We all want him to come to the plate with the bases loaded.
And he will.
Let's go.
Ball 4 outside. McAdoo will walk to first, and Willits will come up for his second at bat in the inning with the bases loaded. He walked his first time up. I'm sure he'd like to see one of them curveballs hang right over the plate, wouldn't you think?
I would imagine so.
But no one hit one out in the first ball game. Matter of fact, nobody got close to hitting one out in that ball game we watched earlier.
Jackson leads the team. Batting average with runners in scoring position of .762.
Ball outside. You're going to have to come to him at some point here in this at bat. Ball high, 2-0. I wouldn't think he'd want to walk a run in here with his brother Eli on deck. That should get a pretty good pitch to hit here eventually. There it was, and he popped it up behind the plate, out of play.
Now, if you're the opposing team, this is exactly where you don't want to be. Bases loaded with this part of the lineup up, this is bad news.
He had a pretty good cut on that. Usually when the ball fouls straight back like that, you just barely missed it. I think if he was just a tad below that one.
It'd have went over that 390 sign.
There's the curveball, swing and a miss. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Quite a matchup right here. Here's the pitch. And it's hammered. Left center field. It's down. That'll score 1 run as Blaine Davis trots home. Makes it 5-0.
We got
or
2.
6-2 come in. I'm sorry, that was.
He kind of capped that ball, Don, a little bit off the end of the bat.
You know,
sounded
it did.
like.
When he hit it, the way
he swung hard
bat,
at
it looked like it was really going to soar out there, but didn't get out there as deep as I thought it was. But it drove in 2 runs nevertheless. 6-0 now, with 2 RBIs for Jackson, and now Eli up to plate. With runners at second, third.
That pitch had a little bit extra on it, Don.
Yeah, he kind of reached back and got that one. And there's another one. Good swing by Eli, but it was in the dirt. Ball and a strike. I think Eli just wants to swing the bat. He's pretty aggressive.
Yep.
He likes to swing
I was noticing the stats.
There's one flared out left field. It's going to hit, kind of slice that one. 2 runs will score, and there's 2 RBIs for Eli as he hits the ball down the left field line. He'll cruise into second base.
Cruise is the right word. He can fly around those bases.
And McAdoo and Jackson both score. And it makes it 8-0. And Blake Nunn will come to the plate. Quite a first inning here by the Mustangs. If they played 8 runs so far. And Nunn up. Nunn walked his first time up. And he takes the strike. Mustangs have really broken this game open here in the bottom of the first. Outside pitch, ball is thrown into left field, and he is going to cruise on in. That will be Eli scoring. Stealing third, they overthrow the bag, and Eli makes it home, makes it 9-0.
Make a mistake with him on the bases. He's getting another one.
Yep. Now that's 3 errors so far in the inning by Buffalo Valley. And there's a curveball up and in. 2 balls and a strike. And a tough inning so far for Buffalo Valley. And that's ball a little bit low, 3-1. Mustangs have had 3 hits, but Buffalo Valley helped a lot with those 3 errors, I'll tell you. And there's a solid hit. Left field single by Blake Nunn. And the hit parade just keeps on going. Caden Baker with his second plate appearance here. And is going to have a courtesy runner over there at first base. That's number 4. Maddox Hill running for the catcher.
Gonna have a pitcher change here, Don. Bringing in the center fielder, looks like.
And the center fielder is that will be Brendan Champlin. Gonna replace Jace Hunter. Rough start for Buffalo Valley.
Well,
kind of got a feel for him a little bit.
Figure they're going to try a left-hander, see what happens.
I don't blame them.
Might as well try something different.
Yeah, they had a tough start today. They misplayed a ball in left field and threw one over the catcher's head. And I tell you what, you just can't make mistakes like that against a team that could hit the ball and run the bases like the Mustangs. It sure comes back to get you. You can't give away outs, that's for sure.
No, not at this level. Not when you get to this point in the season.
Yeah. Be interesting to see the left-hander see how if the Willits brothers bat right-handed against him. They bat switch hitters, so that'll be interesting to see when the time comes.
Well, if it keeps like this, we may see him this inning again.
That could be. I don't know too much about the pitching staff for Buffalo Valley. I do know that the pitcher they just pitched was their ace, so I would expect that the whoever pitches now, their velocity won't be quite as strong as that First pitcher they had.
He wasn't a bad pitcher. He had some good stuff. It just, the outs that he could have got, they weren't able to put them together. You know.
Yep.
They're able to get that out at home. This inning turns out all kinds of different.
It could probably be 2-0 instead of 9. Yeah, exactly. Been a long first inning. I think what we start wasn't long after 7:30. So we're going on about a 30-minute first inning here.
Yeah, and the top of the first didn't take very long at all.
3 up, 3 down. So. All right, I think we're set to go. Caden Baker will stride to the plate. Struck out his first time up. Runner at first is Blake Nunn.
Did they put Maddox Hill in for him? I think he's.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maddox Hill,
runner, Maddox Hill over there for Nunn. You're right. Baker takes a deep breath. He's set to go.
You're going to have to tell me what's happening at first because I can't see it at all.
Yeah. Kind of interesting configuration with the awning right over the blocking out our view here. And their first pitch is low for a ball. And the left-hander set to go. Swing and a miss by Baker. Ball and a strike. Left-hander's pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Ball and 2 strikes. And let's see what Baker can do with it here. The left-hander got a high leg kick. Brings it in the inside corner, no good. Just inside, 2-2.
You were definitely right on your velocity prediction here. This is much slower, so we'll see how it messes with their timing.
Yeah, that could be a problem. And Baker goes down swinging. That will do it for the Mustangs as they score. They send 13 men to the plate, scored 9 runs off of 4 hits and 3 errors. After 1 inning of play, the Mustangs lead at 9-0. You're listening to Mustang Baseball. We'll be back right after this.
Oklahoma at Fort Cobb Public School. We can provide all the services related to driving in the state of Oklahoma, such as driver's education, in-house testing capabilities, permits, and drive testings for a license. The only thing that you will be required from DPS is your eye exam. We have certified instructors that use our cars to teach your students how to be the best drivers from the beginning. Come see us today for all your driving needs.
Need him to go up there and throw 3 pitches and get back in the dugout. That's what we need.
We're bringing fiber internet to Fort Cobb. Having fast internet is a must-have, whether you're working or learning from home. That's why we are building a fiber network in your community. We have wireless internet solutions too, available at Fort Cobb Lake, Crow's Roost, Alfalfa, and more. You can count on us for a fast, reliable connection to the world. We're proud to be a local provider that's part of your community. Get connected to Carnegie Fiber today.
Make that play at the plate, and you're back at the bat.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835.
Leading off the second for Buffalo Valley is the shortstop, Zane Collins. Big kid, number 16. I'm sure he's got some power. Blaine Bellamy cruised through that first inning. Struck out 2 of the 3 hitters. Let's see what he has to offer here in the second. I'm sure Coach Bellamy would like for him just throw strikes after scoring 9 in the bottom of the first. First ball, a little up and in, ball 1. I tell you, Blaine had a very efficient first inning. Threw about 10 pitches to retire 3 batters. And there's a ball fouled straight back. Ball and a strike. Yeah, it looks like if old Collins got one in the where he likes it, he could put it over the fence big as he is. There's a curveball, a little up and in. And Blaine set to go. There's a fastball on the inside corner. 2-2. I think Collins thought that might have been a ball. He was checking the umpire to make sure. 2-2. Curveball, tap back up the middle. Willits is there. Fumbled the ball a little bit, throws it to first, and he got him. Nice play by Jackson Willits. That's his second put out of the game so far, 6-3. And batting now the catcher, Hunter McPherson. So far, it's been 4 up, 4 down for Lane Bellamy. Fastball outside corner for a strike. That's the art of pitching is quite a unique. You don't have to. There's a pop foul out of play, 0-2. You'll see somebody throw 100 miles an hour and can't get anybody out. Then you'll see a guy throw 75, changes speeds, moves it around, and nobody can hit him. It's an interesting, it's quite a. Some people just have a knack, how to pitch. It's all about speed and location.
Yeah, it's also a lot about hiding the ball on your delivery and all that kind of thing.
Yep.
It's fouled back. Out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Top of the second.
Ball and 2 strikes. There's a curveball. Beautiful curveball. Swing and a miss. That's the 3rd strikeout for Blaine. And faced 5 batters, struck out 3 of them. Second baseman Hazen Sparks. Now batting. Fastball a little bit low. But as we were mentioning, it's Blaine just knows how to move the ball around, change speeds, curveball, fastball, changeup. Doesn't overpower you, but very effective.
He's consistent in his delivery, too. I think you mentioned the pitcher earlier was maybe tipping some things, changing his delivery a bit, and can't be doing that. It's
no, you got to have the same delivery every time, or they'll pick it up. I know we've got there's ball and 2 strikes. There's a curveball, swing and a miss.
That was a perfect example of it right there. Just
had it set up perfectly.
Almost like a robot out there. It looks the same every time, and it's just hard. It's hard to hit when it looks the same coming out of the hand every time.
That's an impressive 2 innings right there for Blaine Bellamy, sophomore pitcher for the Mustangs. Has faced 6 batters and he struck out 4 of them. Thing of beauty so far. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back. The Mustangs will be at the plate. Leading off will be Blaine Bellamy. Starts the 2nd inning.
Or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
All right, we're clear. What was he saying?
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more.
Something about it's going to be on NFHS tomorrow.
Live.
So I guess he wants us to
recorded,
tell him it's not going to be
on demand, all in HD.
Oh, okay, so
easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies.
Which we could. It's a lot of
anywhere.
fun.
On any device. Perfect for the entire family.
Well, though,
but I do like watching
and easy to use.
It's a treat.
Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
It is. Just wait till we get to do basketball, man.
Well, that'll be fun. I don't know nearly as much about basketball, but you can tell when a good play is good, and you know what you want to happen. All right, here we go back.
All right, we're about set to start the bottom of the 2nd inning. Blaine Bellamy, who's done an outstanding job on the mound so far, the Mustangs will lead off. He scored his first time at bat, and he'll be facing the left-hander this time. And a left-hander kicks and fires, and he fouls it off down the right side. I was just giving a note a moment ago and during the break that tomorrow's game, Mustangs continue on to win this one, will not be broadcast on Mustangs TV. It will be on the National Federation of High School Sports. So if you want to watch tomorrow's game on the internet, Strike 2 there, you will have to pay to be able to watch the game tomorrow on the internet, and it will be broadcast by an entity that the OSAA hires to do the state semifinals and championship games. So we appreciate you joining us today, and hope you enjoy the rest of the broadcast. But we will be unable to, because of licensing requirements, unable to broadcast tomorrow or Saturday. But when basketball season starts, Jared and I will be doing Fort Cobb Broxton Mustang road games, so we're looking forward to that. Got a couple of baseball games, though, we got to take care of first before we get to basketball. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Bellamy. I think he walked his first time up. Got a good eye at the plate. And there's a foul ball down the left field line, down the third base side. Good swing at it that time. Good cut by Bellamy. Blaine's batting .419 on the season. And he pops that one down the right side out of play, it looks like. Well, I guess it's fair.
Wow.
I can't see it
I couldn't see it either, Don.
It's down the right field line, and it's a double.
I could have swore that was out of play.
I'm sorry. I didn't announce that one very good, but there's an awning right in front of us, and we cannot see the foul line down the right side. And Bellamy cruised into second for a double. I couldn't see anybody that could make a play down there. But a good start for Blaine. And now Brody Devon at the plate. Center fielder. Batting .250 on the year. .396 with running in scoring position, which is what we have now with Bellamy out there at second. Devon, he's got on the year 12 singles and 5 doubles, so he's a big stout kid. He got some pop when he gets a hold of it. And Bellamy's got some speed out there at second base, so a single would certainly score him. Pretty good lead out there at second. Pitch is high for a ball, 2-0. Air's kind of been lifted out of any drama here, Jared, here early in the contest with that 9 spot there in the first inning. 3-0 now.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot quieter out there, isn't it?
Yeah, he put Jared, he's the ultimate technician. And we open the window, and he puts a microphone in the window sill so that we can hear the crowd noise. That's ball 4. And he'll go to first. Runners at first and second now with nobody out. And Blaine Davis at the plate. He walked his first time up. But anyway, we put the microphone in the window sill to get the crowd noise, and we got quite a bit of it that first inning.
It was pretty electric there at the beginning, wasn't it? Now it's kind of quiet.
Subdued now all of a sudden. 1 ball, no strikes. And Davis tries to bunt it, but he fouls it off. You know, we talked about on the way up here today about we were looking at some bunting stats, see what kind of, if the Mustangs did a lot of bunting, and I don't think, according to what we looked at on the stats, they don't bunt a lot.
It didn't look like it, no.
Not necessarily the game it's played in these days, but now he squares around the bunt, and the catcher fields it, and hesitates, throws to first, and retires the batter. But it's a good sacrifice there by Davis as he got the runners over to second and third. And that would be a sacrifice 2-3 to put out.
I don't know that a second elapsed between the time that ball was hit and the time the catcher had it in his glove.
Yeah, it kind of made you wonder if it was actually a fair ball. But
it was right on top of it.
And the pitcher was right there, so it was kind of congestion there. The catcher made a good play to throw him out. And Brayton Davis at the plate. And a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Davis struck out his first time up. He's batting .375 with runners in scoring position. Left-hander's pitch is outside. Ball and a strike. You know, I've been to a state tournament one time. Years ago. It was kind of interesting. It was Cameron was the team that we were playing, and we had a really good pitcher at the time. 2 balls and a strike, and they were having trouble hitting our pitcher. All 3 outside, and so they started bunting, and every batter, the batter come up and they would bunt it between first and we couldn't field it very well. And they just kept bunting it till we made a play. It was the most annoying thing I ever saw, but it was pretty smart, you know, to just put the ball in play and make somebody make a mistake. That's kind of what they did.
Yeah, if you're not hitting real well, that's always an option.
Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I feel like Roth in the spring was really successful with the bunt on us last year. So
yeah. Well, it's you know, it's not the easiest play in the world. There's a
That's
drive into left center field.
Oh,
left
man, he made a
fielder's
good
over,
play.
and he makes the play.
Got to play at the plate here, maybe. Nope.
And
Score 1.
safely score. There's be a sacrifice for Davis.
That was a good play by left
Sac
fielder
fly.
there.
Yeah, when the ball was hit, it looked like it was
He came
gonna
a
drop.
long way, didn't he?
So Brody Devon, or Blaine Bellamy, hustles home to score. Makes it 10-0. And Tanner McAdoo, the designated hitter, at the plate. And there's a sharply hit ball to second base. He fields it, throws it to first, but it's too high, and it goes to the fence, and that'll be another run in. And that will be an error on the second baseman, as Brody Devon will score. Makes it 11-0. And McAdoo is at second base. And we'll have Jackson Willits at the plate, batting right-handed this time, facing the left-handed hitter.
Well, there you go, Don. You've been asking for this all night.
See him bat right-handed here. Strike, curveball up there for a strike.
Seemed a little high to me.
He's walked and singled, scored both times. Runner at second, and 2 outs. And that ball is inside, goes to the backstop, and McAdoo will cruise over to third. If the Mustangs hang on and win today, they'll play tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 against Calumet Chieftains.
Seemed to be a pretty good ball club.
Won tonight and took them 9 innings to beat Boswell today. Ball outside in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, but McAdoo won't be coming home with an 11-0 lead. They're going to probably play it pretty close to the vest, I would think, the rest of the way.
Calumet, they were down by 2 when we got here, arrived here at the stadium. What was that?
About the third inning.
Third or fourth inning, and they came back and scored 2 to tie it, and then they just hung around long enough to get the winning run.
3 balls and a strike, so definitely a hitter's count here for Jackson. And there's a hard, sharply hit ball right at the center fielder, though. Tough luck. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. That's the hardest hit ball of the game, but it was right at the center fielder. He didn't even have to make a move for it. After 2 innings, Mustangs lead it 11-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back. We'll be Coming into the third inning, you're listening to Mustang Baseball, FCB Mustangs.
Streaming Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Tanner McAdoo replacing Blaine Bellamy on the mound for the Mustangs as Blaine pretty well pitched a perfect game in his 2 innings. Jared, he was faced 6 batters, retired all 6 of them, striking out 4. And so he's going to give way to Tanner McAdoo. As we talked about in the pregame, pitch count is so important as you try to navigate through a state tournament. And so Blaine, I know he should be available for tomorrow if they can use him, because he didn't throw. I don't have the count, but I'm guessing
it was less than 20
way
pitches.
less than 20 pitches.
Yeah.
So he'll easily be available for tomorrow. He looked really sharp today. Leading off for Buffalo Valley will be the center fielder Zane Hayes. As we start the top of the third, it's been 6 up, 6 down so far for the Buffaloes. And we'll have Tanner McAdoo. Blaine Bellamy has gone to from pitcher to third, it appears. And replacing Cray Rogers, I think, who was playing third. McAdoo's first pitch is a little outside for a ball. You got Tanner's pitching stats there handy, Jared?
I can pull them up.
All right. There's a pitch on the outside corner for a strike, ball and a strike. Good to see Blake Perryman. He's in the booth with us. He's helped do a lot of Fort Cobb basketball. There's a sharply hit ball to center field. And under it is Brody Devon. Makes the play. Fly out to center. And now Talon LeMay, the DH, up to the plate. Blake Perryman's freshman up at Oklahoma State. It's good to see him here as hometown Mustangs playing once again in the state tournament. He and I got to do a baseball game to start this season over at Norman when they played Silo. It was a fun day. Kind of a scrimmage to start the season off against a highly ranked Silo team. 0-2 now is McAdoo. Had the fastball on the inside, the curveball on the outside. Once he's a pitcher, a lot like Blaine. He doesn't overpower you, but changes speeds, moves the ball around. There's another curveball, swing and a miss.
I'll tell you something about Tanner that's kind of interesting looking at his stats here. He's got 27 innings pitched. He's got 27 strikeouts.
Well, he's got his one this inning then. 2 up, 2 down. Donnie Locke now, the right fielder at the plate.
An ERA of .256.
Wow. That's pretty glossy. 9-hole batter. And there's going to be a base hit.
That will
left
definitely
center
be
field,
it.
and that will fall. There went the no-hitter. And the Mustangs hustle it in.
Oh no, bad throw.
And it gets away. And he's going to advance to second base as it goes into the dugout. So a single for Locke to break up the no-hitter. And then an error on the throw, and he'll advance to second. And now batting will be Brendan Champlin, who is now pitching. Started off at shortstop. He's the pitcher, batting left-handed. With a runner at second and 2 outs. First base runner of the game for Buffalo Valley. McAdoo. Ball is hit into right field. Throw comes in. It's cut off. Solid single there by Champlin as he hit the ball into right field. Advances a runner over to third. And now runners at the corner with 2 outs. And the center fielder, Stephen Morris, at the plate. So 2 pretty sharp hit balls here in the last couple of hitters for Buffalo Valley. Let's see if McAdoo can wiggle out of this jam here. 2 on, 2 outs. McAdoo checks the runner, comes home with it. Curveball. Nice pitch on the outside corner for a strike. And now McAdoo set. Comes home with it. Another curveball, a little too far outside this time. Yeah, we were talking about that art of pitching. I think about Tom Glavine, and used to pitch for the Braves, and Greg Maddux. You know, those guys couldn't throw 80 mile an hour, but they're in the Hall of Fame because they could get people out. There's an art to it, no doubt about it. There's a pitch outside. Throw down to second.
Got it.
And they would have had him, but the ball bounced a little high and got into center field, but Eli was there backing up the play, or Jackson was. Runner will have to stop at second. Runner at second and third now. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, good throw would have had him that time.
It was definitely on time.
Pitch on the way. McAdoo, a little high. 3-1. As Buffalo Valley trying to get on the scoreboard here. A single could possibly score 2. I'm sure the Mustangs would like to keep this shutout going. That pitch is a little outside. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. For the 3-hole hitter, Jace Hunter. Started out pitching. Big, strong-looking kid. I'm sure he's pretty athletic, probably a pretty good hitter. Struck out the first time. He'll have a chat with Coach Fry. And McAdoo, I'm sure, needs to be kind of careful with this hitter. But there's no place to put him. Gonna have to challenge him. What grade's McAdoo in? Is he like a sophomore? I think so. First pitch is outside. They throw down to second, and the ball is. Jackson had to short hop it there. Wasn't no chance for a play. There's one thing about them. They're even with that runner at third, they're not afraid to throw the ball down to second. Of course, when you got Willits down there to handle it, he can get it back to you pretty quick if necessary. And there's a ball fouled out. Play down the right field line. 1-1 to count. Mustangs got 2 quick outs here to start the third. And then we've had Buffalo Valley 2 hits and a walk to load the bases. There's a curveball high and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Need a ground ball here somewhere. McAdoo kicks and delivers. Ball is poked into right field. It gets just over Eli's head. Right fielder lets it get by him. Picks it up, throws it in, and 2 runs have scored now. So Buffalo Valley has gotten on the board with a 2-out single to right. And now we have runners at second and third. And 2 outs. 11-2 the score.
Didn't do a whole lot with that pitch, but he did enough.
Wireless internet solutions too, available at Fort Cobb Lake, Crow's Roost, Alfalfa, and more.
And there's a sharply hit grounder to third. They pick it up and throw him out. Nice play by the third baseman. 5-3 on the putout. And that will bring up Blake Nunn, catcher, who walked and singled in his 2 trips today. First time so far that they've been able to retire the leadoff hitter for the Mustangs. And that one is probably one of the hardest hit balls yet, but it's right at the third baseman. And
Blake got a pretty good hit last inning. Good. One of the hardest hits of the game.
Yeah, it was a solid double. Or a single, I guess. He singled
it was
first
left
time.
field, but it was.
Yeah, it was hard hit.
Nice.
Yeah. First pitch for a strike.
See if we can get one elevated here.
Left-hander kicks and delivers another strike, swing and a miss. 0-2. Wonder sometimes as a you would know this a lot better than I as a baseball player that you won a state with Chickasha. After you get a big lead like this, you score 9 runs in this first inning and 2 runs in the second. It's 11-0. Do you let down a little at the plate and not really as intense as you would be normally in a close game?
Yeah, I don't think so. I
Really?
mean, if you're a competitor, I don't think you do. I mean, it's probably human nature that you would, but I think these guys are up there to hit that ball as hard as they can every time they're up there.
Yeah.
So
2 balls, 2 strikes. To Blake Nunn. Left-hander, high kick, and the ball is on the inside corner. He takes strike 3. Nice pitch that time.
in fact, Don, I think it impacts the umpires more than it does the players.
Oh, yeah, you probably got a point there. You probably got a point. Caden Baker, his 3rd trip, he's struck out both first 2 times at the plate tonight. See if he can get him a hit here. Left-hander, he settled in here pretty good. I forgot his name. They brought him in from center field. Can't see his number. Do you remember his name?
No.
I don't either.
I don't have it in front of me either.
If he came in from center field, it would be, it's Brendan Champlin. That's it, number 6. Done a pretty good job. 2 balls, no strike. Retired all 6 batters that he faced. He hit a double his last time. He scored both times. And the last time up, he's the one that hit the ball down the right field line that we couldn't tell. We looked like we thought it was out of play, and he scurried right on into second base. He's got some speed. Ball low in the dirt, and they throw down to first behind Baker, but he gets back safely. And it's a ball and a strike.
Blaine Bellaby leads the team by far in plate appearances or base on balls per plate appearance.
He's got, 5 walks all year?
Or maybe I have that backwards. He may,
Yeah,
maybe at the bottom of the team.
He's the one that hardly ever walks. Isn't that what you told me?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you on the way up here.
Yeah.
Well, but he doesn't strike out a lot.
No, he doesn't strike out.
He's putting the ball in play.
2 balls, 2 strikes. He's batting average .419. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and he swings and a miss.
Got him that time.
I think he could have ran to first had he chosen to, but he didn't. So he walked to the dugout, and that retires him. So after 3 innings of play, the Mustangs lead it 11-2. Coming up to bat for Buffalo Valley will be Hunter McPherson right after this.
You can count on us for a fast, reliable connection to the world. We're proud to be a local provider that's part of your community. Get connected to Carnegie Fiber today.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere. On any device. Perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Leading off for Buffalo Valley, 5-hole hitter Hunter McPherson. Catcher struck out his first time up. Tanner McAdoo still on the mound for the Mustangs in his second inning of relief, and it's right down the middle for a strike. Top of the fourth inning. There's a nice curveball. Swings and misses. I tell you, he works that pitch pretty good, and what's good about it is it's far enough off the plate that it's pretty hard to reach.
Yeah, even if you saw it coming, it wouldn't be easy to hit.
Yeah. There's another one just like it, but it's a little far out, and it's ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think I'd try it again. Most of the time they won't swing 0-2 at a pitch like that, but they might if it. There it is.
Good call.
Just like that. Good pitch by McAdoo. The curveball on the outside off the plate, and he waves at it. That's struck out 2 hitters in a row now. Hazen Sparks, the hitter, second baseman. He struck out his first time up. 7 strikeouts the Mustangs have recorded. Mustang pitchers have recorded. There's a strike 1 to Sparks. It's pretty good, 9 outs and 7 of them been Ks. Or 10 outs.
Not a bad
10
outing.
outs. There's that curveball a little outside, 1-1. And he got that one over the plate, foul tipped it. Ball and 2 strikes. See if McAdoo can set him down right here. Curveball a little up, 2-2. You know they've got to be looking at that outside curveball. If he busts him on the inside, it might really surprise him. If he could get it in there close enough. There's a curveball outside, 3-2. I tell you, he's pretty steady with that. He can locate that about the same spot every time he wants to.
He's being very consistent with that curveball.
He is. 3-2. He doesn't want to walk him. Curveball in there, strike 3. Beautiful pitch. That just froze him that time. He throws that curveball, I think, far enough outside whenever he's early in the count, and they'll swing at it. And then when they're not looking for it, he brings it over the plate.
Well, when you swing at something like that out when it's that far outside, it makes you look silly. And nobody wants to look silly, so then when he throws it again, you kind of hold off and it'll freeze you.
Freeze him, yeah. Zane Hayes at the plate. Flew out to left field his first time up. There's a curve. Wave at it again for another strike. McAdoo, he's baffling him at the moment with this curveball. He struck out 3 hitters in a row with it. There's
and then he throws a
fastball
strike ball right on the corner.
That probably looked like he was going 90 miles an hour after those curveballs. 0-2. I'm betting on a curveball off the plate, Jared.
Yeah,
what do you think?
That's what I would throw. There it is.
He waved at it. Struck out the side. Great job by Tanner McAdoo. Great job. He struck out the side. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, Mustangs lead it 11-2. We'll be back right after this short break.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Mustangs will be the center fielder, Brody Devon. Devon has been at the plate twice, scored both times. Walked his last time up. Facing a left-hander who's done a nice job since he's come in, Brendan Champlin. Started the game out at third base. He's come in and done a good job. First pitch in there for a strike. In the bottom of the fourth. Mustangs so far have out-hit the Buffaloes 5-3. The big story of the game is swings and misses is the 4 errors committed by Buffalo Valley, 3 of them in that first inning. The Mustangs were able to capitalize with 9 runs.
Really badly timed errors.
Yeah.
Really helped us out.
There's a chopper. Pitcher comes off the mound, and he'll unable to handle it, loses his footing, and Devon will reach on an error. I'm sure that would probably be an error on the pitcher. E1. And Devon will be at first base. And now batting will be Blaine Davis, the right fielder. Been at the plate twice, and
good hustle by Devon down there. You know, this time might not affect your hitting this score, but
he had that base stolen, but the pitch gets away from the catcher, so he'll cruise into second.
Yeah, he actually started walking off the back, thought it was a foul ball. Now he was there before the ball almost got there.
Yeah.
I was saying good hustle there all the way to first base. You know, you get a big lead like this, you might put a ball in the dirt, chop it, and start to not do your best down the line, but got down the line in a hurry. Now he's on second base.
You never want to take a play off. You always got to hustle, and that's what these guys do. That's why I'm not a big fan of Major League Baseball a lot of times. You see them they'll hit the ball somewhere, and they know they're going to get put out, so they just jog around. And these young guys, they put out a lot of effort. McAdoo or Davis with a little discussion with Coach Bellamy. There's a grounder to first, and he'll make the play unassisted. Another sacrifice by Davis. That's 2 for him as he advances a runner to third. It's 2 sacrifices so far for Blaine Davis. Good job with him.
Got it to the right side of the infield.
Yes, he did. Move the runner over. Puts him at third base with 1 out. And Braden Davis at the plate. And he hits a foul ball straight back. He has struck out his first time up. and grounded out to third, I think it's second time up. Like to get this run home if he can. Big left-hander kicks and delivers, and it's in there for a strike. 0-2.
You know, those Highwoods have been strikes all night. Even in the game before, they were pretty consistent.
I'm wondering if our angle is
It might be, Don. I wondered that, too.
We're way high above the plate, so it's a little hard to tell. But there's a hit right back up the middle. That'll score one. Ball's fumbled at second base, and he'll reach safely. Another error on the second baseman. And that will drive home Brody Devon, makes it 12-2 now. And at the plate will be the designated hitter, Tanner McAdoo. McAdoo has been reached base on both his plate appearances today. And here's a throw to first, back safely. 11-2 our score, bottom of the fourth. 1 on, 1 out for Tanner McAdoo. 9-hole hitter for the Mustangs. All of a sudden, they're real concerned about our base runners, Jared.
Well, you know, listen, if you're a left-handed pitcher, you're going to make that move. I tell my son all the time, you don't throw the ball over there at least once, you're not doing it right.
Strike on the outside corner, good pitch. Yeah, those left-handers are pretty sneaky on that move. I think a lot of the real good ones, it's borderline a balk, but they get by with it.
The good ones, it's always a judgment call.
Yeah. And he'll scurry on down there to first. Have Davis. He got some wheels as he advances to second on the pass ball. Ball and a strike. Base hit probably score Davis, fast as he is. And the ball's fouled back down the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jackson Willits on deck for the Mustangs. He was a little tardy on that one. Swing and a miss to McAdoo, and he'll go down on strikes. And that brings up Jackson Willits. Who hit a rocket right at the center fielder his last time up. Scored in his other 2 plate appearances tonight. With a walk and a single. And he takes low for a ball. With Eli on deck. Switch hitting Jackson Willits. Takes high for ball 2. Mustangs will take on Calumet Chieftains tomorrow at 1:30. Ball in the dirt. Makes it 3-0. Chieftains came from behind today in 9 innings to beat Boswell 5-4. Chief Calumet, coached by Cody Thiessen, who was at Lokiba Sickles for a number of years. Moved over to Calumet this season. And there's ball 4 and goes to the backstop. Jackson is hustling. Looks like he's going to go to second. He rounds first, and he'll cruise into second base. Good hustle that time by Jackson, as he knew immediately when it went to the backstop. He was
seeing 2 the whole way.
He was going to second, no doubt about that. And Braden Davis will go to third. So runners at second and third with 2 outs, and Eli Willits up to plate, who grounded out to third on a sharply hit grounder his last time up. Hit a double tonight. Got a double. Sure he'd like to drive in these 2 runs right here. Pitch is high for a ball. Eli's quite an athletic young man. He's a freshman. Really strong hitter, fast runner, good arm.
Leading the team with 48 stolen bases.
I'd say he's pretty fast.
Yeah.
In there for a strike. Ball and a strike to Eli. He's batting .614. Or that's his on-base percentage. There's a runner coming home, pass ball, and Davis will score with ease. Blaine cruises in, and Jackson advances to third. Yeah, Eli's hitting, his average is .554.
609 with runners in scoring.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. 2 balls and a strike. And a left-hander. Kicks and delivers. Chopper to third. He'll go to first with
Good
it.
luck.
Across the diamond, and they say he got him.
Wow.
Nice play by the third baseman, as he's retired Eli twice on the same kind of a play. That wasn't very sharply hit, but he made a nice play. But the Mustangs plate 2 more runs, and they lead it 13-2 after 4 innings. And we'll come back with the 5th inning right after this.
Yes. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back. We are top of the 5th inning. A new pitcher for the Mustangs, Blaine Davis, coming in to try to close this one out for the Mustangs. First pitch way outside for a ball. Leading off for Buffalo Valley is Talon LeMay, the DH, the 8-hole hitter. Struck out in his first plate appearance. Yeah, Blaine Davis, I guess he's probably pitched more innings than anybody for the Mustangs, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's true. Let me get that pulled up. I know he definitely had the most innings.
I'm thinking probably Coach Bellamy wants to get out of this game. We can hold him here.
He's pitched in 27 games, but only has 44 innings. So he makes good use of the pitches that he throws in those innings.
Yep. Ball and a strike.
Very efficient.
He's got kind of a unique delivery. Kind of moves that foot around the rubber, and he's kind of like Blaine Bellamy and McAdoo. They're not overpowering, but they locate their pitches well. They change speeds. They got a good curveball, and they're just hard to hit, hard to time them up. And I'm sure that one's fought off the inside part of the plate, fouled off down the right side. It's 2-2. I'm sure that Coach Bellamy wants to get Blaine in there with kind of get used to the state tournament environment here.
Oh, yeah, got him.
Check swing struck him out. And he retires the first batter in the fourth, or in the fifth. And Donnie Locke will come to the plate. The right fielder, who singled and scored his only trip so far. Curveball in there for a strike. I'll tell you, the Mustang pitchers have recorded a lot of strikeouts today. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 strikeouts so far.
Doing pretty good.
That's impressive. 0-2 on this hitter. Davis is kind of a sidearmer sometimes. He's about three-quarter a lot of times, but then every once in a while he'll come over with that straight sidearm. And there's
got him.
Got him on the shirt, I think.
Yep. Hit by pitch.
Kind of got away from him a little bit there. Now, Donnie Locke bats 9-hole, and he's been the most potent hitter for Buffalo Valley so far tonight. Been on base both times. And now their leadoff hitter's up. Brendan Champlin, who singled and scored his last time up. Grounded out to Jackson Willett's first inning. So he's a pretty decent hitter. And Davis will work from the stretch. Sidearm delivery outside for a ball. And it's 1-1.
Something we didn't mention yet, but we did mention it on the way up here, is how good of a job Blake Nunn does behind the dish, not letting many pass balls. I think he's got 3 pass balls for the whole season.
Yeah.
That's an impressive stat, and something we should mention for sure.
Absolutely. He makes it look easy back there.
Yeah.
He really does. Got a good arm. Not afraid to throw the ball around. Handles the pitchers well. There's a high fly ball short left center.
Oh.
And they all camp there and watch it.
Oh,
I got it,
okay.
you take it, but
the
they got the force out at second. So they had 3 guys had it surrounded out there. I don't know who was calling. And hit the turf. But the Mustang is able to get the force out at second base.
It's the kind of stuff you want to get cleaned up today.
Yeah. Who would you give there on that one?
I'm going with left field on that.
Now batting is Stephen Morris, third baseman. And Nunn will throw to second, and it's a little high and not in time. Stolen base by Brendan Champlin. One ball, no strikes. This Morris. And there's a pitch in there for a strike. Ball and a strike, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Mustangs lead it 13-2.
Blaine doesn't usually allow too many stolen bases on him.
No, he didn't.
There's only one. That's the second one of the season, if these stats are correct.
Curveball didn't curve enough. Hit him in the back. So, hit by pitch. And now there's 2 on, 2 outs, and 3-0 hitter for the Buffaloes, Jace Hunter up, who singled his last time up. Struck out in the first, singled in the third. He's got a couple of runners on. Probably need to be careful here. And there's a curveball in there for a strike. Let's see what Davis has in mind here for the big hitter for Buffalo Valley. And a curveball, hit him in the back.
Struggling with that.
So he's hit the last 2 batters, and the bases are loaded.
We got 3 hit by pitches in the inning, I think.
Yeah, you're right. 3 out of the 5 hitters have been hit. So now you got the cleanup hitter, Zane Collins. And he hit that one, or he threw that one behind
him. Runners don't advance.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
The last thing you want to do is let them get back into this.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're going to get back into the game,
but you don't want to prolong it here.
This game could be over if we put them away here. We don't want to give them 4 runs, you know.
Coach Bellamy going to go out and have a little chat with Blaine. He's just having trouble with his control tonight. It's curveball is not working at all, as he's faced 5 hitters and he's hit 3 of them. And he's got the ball on this one, threw it behind the batter. So, you know, if you're the batter here, you're probably wondering what's coming next when they throw one behind you.
Well, you know, you got to be thinking that when he's hit 3 this inning, 1 behind you, that curveball should be effective if you can throw it for a strike.
Yeah. Or maybe just a fastball on the inside part of the plate.
Let's just settle for strikes at this point.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll be doing fine.
I'm sure that's what
you
Coach
need one more out.
Bellamy
That's what we got.
Imploring him to do, just throw the ball over the plate.
He's got it right here.
Yeah, Blaine, he's, like we say, he's thrown more innings than anybody on the team. And so it could be that he was a little stiff here coming in late in the game and not a lot of warm-ups, perhaps. But he's struggling with his control.
There it is.
And there's a pitch over the plate. Ball on a strike. Whatever Coach Bellamy said, took it to heart, that pitch. There's a good pitch on the outside corner. Throw down to second, not in time. Ball squirts away, but they're not challenging the Mustangs up the middle. You know, Willits up there, the runners at third don't even look.
The percentages don't look good for you.
Not at all.
You're down this much.
One run doesn't mean a lot.
You might as well just keep it.
Ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Davis will back off the rubber and we reset. Pitching from the windup. Having trouble settling on what he wants to throw here. Batter asks for time.
Well, he's thrown 2 fastballs for strikes here. I wonder if they're wanting a curveball and he's thinking, I'd rather just throw another fastball.
Just don't throw a curveball inside. There it is. He fouled it off. That was a good pitch. It was a curveball out of the way. And Collins fought it off. He struck out on a curveball, as I recall, last time.
He did. Fanned big time, yep.
That was back. McAdoo was pitching, I believe. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes on the way. Curveball popped into right field. Right fielder's camping under it, and he makes the play. And that'll retire the side, and I believe that's the ball game as the Mustangs have defeated Buffalo Valley 13-2 as the side is retired on a fly ball to right field. And it was caught out there by the right fielder, Blaine Davis. Now it's Blaine Davis on. Who was in right fielder? I couldn't tell. It's so far out there. Davis was on the mound. Nevertheless, congratulations to the Mustangs as they have defeated Buffalo Valley Buffaloes in the opening round of the state tournament 13-2. And they will play tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 against the Calumet Chieftains in the semifinal matchup. Sadly, we won't be able to broadcast that on Mustang TV due to other obligations by the OSAA as a contract with the NFHS, National Federation of High School Sports, will be covering those contests. So you'll be able to pay a slight fee and be able to watch that contest on your internet. But we appreciate everybody joining us tonight for the broadcast. Congratulations to the Mustangs and Coach Bellamy on another state tournament victory. Great job, Jared. You got any final thoughts on tonight's ballgame?
No, clean up some things from tonight and I think we got a good shot of getting to Saturday.
Yeah. Mustangs scored 13 runs on 5 hits. Officially, they have no errors. Buffalo Valley had 2 runs on 3 hits, and tail of the tape in this one was the 6 errors that they committed in the contest. 3 of them in the first inning that kind of opened the floodgates for the Mustangs, and they were able to score.
Yeah, that's true. You think about that first inning, and then
yeah.
those errors came, and
Yeah.
if they make those outs, pop up and one at home plate, they maybe score 1 or 2, and this game is a 6-2 or 4-2.
But you
a lot closer contest.
Absolutely. You got to tip your cap to the Mustang pitchers, though, tonight. Blaine Bellamy started the contest, pitched 2 innings, didn't allow a hit or a base runner. It faced six batters, struck out 4 of them. The other 2 had grounders to shortstop. Then Tanner McAdoo came in. He pitched a couple innings, only gave up 2 runs in his 2 innings, and then Blaine Davis came in to finish it off, allowing no runs there in the 5th inning. So great job tonight by the Mustangs. They defeat Buffalo Valley once again 13-2, and I'd like to thank Jared Pettyjohn for his great color commentary to work. Thanks to all the folks here at Edmond Memorial for their hospitality and giving us a great venue to broadcast tonight's games. And I'd like to thank our sponsors, Ouachita Valley Bank there in Fort Cobb, T-Bird's Convenience Store, Carnegie Fiber, and Southwest Oklahoma Driving School. Appreciate all those folks for their sponsorship once again this season. Once again, your final score of the Fort Cobb Broxton 13, Buffalo Valley 2. Mustangs tomorrow 1:30 versus the Calumet Chieftains. So for Jared Pettyjohn, I'm Don Tyson saying good night, everybody.
Proud supporters of Fort Cobb Mustangs. The name of the store is T-Birds. Come see Connie for our daily lunch specials.